It is a very big problem, especially with people from the subcontinents. They are constantly wary of the fact that maybe they may be possessed by a jinn. Usually, if we look at statistics, a lot of individuals, they are not really possessed by jinns. Rather, it's just a thought in their mind that they cannot get rid of, and constantly they are thinking to themselves that they have been possessed by jinns. Usually it's not the case, and you should always remain positive, keep a positive mindset, and keep your relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala healthy. Healthy as in offer your salah, read the Quran, etc. Inshallah ta'ala, if you are obedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, these things, they will remain very far away from you. Also, my brothers and sisters, when you take a step towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you start reading your salah, you start reading the Quran, etc. When you do these things, your mindset automatically, slowly, it starts to become positive. Where you may have had a negative mindset before, but as soon as you start delving into Sharia, into Islam, and you start acting upon the teachings of the Quran and Sunnah, automatically your mindset, it becomes positive. But today's clip is more to do with how we can safeguard ourselves from the evils of jinn. My brothers and sisters, very simply, very simply, on a regular basis, recite La ilaha illallahu wahdahu la shareeqa lahu. Recite this with consistency whenever you find time, whether you are walking, whether you are laying down on your bed, whether you are driving your car or in the midst of work. Try to recite La ilaha illallahu wahdahu la shareeqa lahu. Recite this on a regular basis. Insha'Allah ta'ala, the jinn, they will remain very far away from you. And where you may have a negative mindset, where you are not thinking with a positive mindset, insha'Allah ta'ala, by doing so, you will remove any negativity you may have in your mind. And that is something we all need. We need to clear the clutter in our heads, and we need to adopt good thoughts. Insha'Allah ta'ala, when we do this, we will have a healthy lifestyle, a good connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and within ourselves we will be a lot more happier, insha'Allah ta'ala. Another thing you can do, especially in your house, because a lot of people whom I've personally spoken to, they complain about jinn being in their houses. They say that their houses are, a certain room of their house has a jinn, etc. Or when they're sleeping at night, they hear things in the house, etc. Now, sometimes this could just be wahm. It could just be thoughts or something that's lingering around in our minds. But sometimes it can also be true. But overthinking does not help the situation. And unfortunately, a lot of us, rather than finding a solution and doing something practically that will help the situation, we start to overthink. And overthinking never gets anyone anywhere. My brothers and sisters, very simply in your house, on a regular basis, at least once a day, at least minimum once a day, recite the adhan, the call to prayer. The adhan yourself. Recite it in every room of the house. If you do not have time, which I believe you do have time, but if you do not have time, find one location in the midst of the house and recite the adhan in the morning. Insha'Allah ta'ala, by doing so at least once a day, your house will become free from the jinnat, from the shayateen. Because we find from hadith of our Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam that the shayateen, they run when they hear the sound of the adhan. So it is paramount for us as Muslims to recite the adhan every so often in our houses anyway. But if you are having problems with thinking your house is full of jinns, or maybe in certain areas of the house you feel there is a jinn, then you should recite the adhan at least once a day. Inshallah ta'ala, this will help. I hope that you found this short clip informative. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep you happy and safe from the shayateen. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Jazakumullahu khaira. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.